everyone and welcome to the very first episode of Fair Advice Live. I am Shuchi Bhatnagar and today we have with us Sushmita Datta, our in-house expert. She will be talking to us about P2P lending and how it should be an integral part of our investment portfolio. Welcome Sushmita.
Thank you so much, Shuchi.
So Sushmita, let's start with the basic. What is peer-to-peer lending? What is P2P lending?
P2P lending removes intermediaries like financial institutions. So banks charge anywhere between 15 to 36% for a loan, whereas the rate of interest starts at 12%.
So borrowers are making lower rate of interest, then how do lenders make higher rate of returns?
Banks through savings accounts or fixed deposits offer you anything between 4 to 8%.
That's right.
Whereas in Faircent.com, the interest rate starts anything between 15 to 26%. So the annualized rate of return is nothing less than 18 to 22% for a lender. This is all because the intermediary, like a bank or a financial institution, is removed.
Okay, so basically P2P lending is an investment opportunity.
That's right. It is a new kid on the block and is an extremely new investment opportunity. And it falls under the alternative investment category.
Sushmita, why P2P lending then? Why not say mutual funds or stock market or SIPs?
Well, every investor has an investment portfolio. Now, what happens in case of an SIP or a mutual fund is that there is a lock-in period. Secondly, so in Faircent.com there is monthly returns coming in from the next month itself, and there is also, if you are investing smartly, then you can make relatively higher returns as compared to traditional bank deposits.
So we have established that P2P lending is an asset class, it's an investment choice, it's a new kid on the block as you just said. What as per you Sushmita, in your expert opinion, is the ratio of investment that an investor should make in P2P lending vis-a-vis other opportunities?
So a smart investor should have an investment portfolio. Okay. Now, it completely depends upon the funds that he has available to invest. Now, investment portfolio would mean diversifying into stocks, mutual funds, fixed deposits, gold, real estate, art, commodity, and so on. So the ideal ratio would be 80 to 20. That is, at least 20% of the investments should be in alternative investments like P2P.
So coming to Faircent.com, Sushmita, can anyone invest? Can anyone become a lender or register as a lender?
Yes, of course. P2P lending is meant for everyone. All that a website like Faircent.com requires is a person to be of 25 years of age, have a valid bank account and a PAN number.
Okay, so there is not really
no such entry
barriers.
barriers. Absolutely, absolutely.
And how much can a lender invest? As in, how do you how much is the investment that can start at?
The lender can invest any amount in P2P lending on the Faircent.com website. Now, having said that, I personally think that a lender should start at least at 10,000 rupees. Okay. Now, in our experience is that in Faircent.com, there are lenders who are investing around 25,000 on an average per month, and there are lenders who are has invested 50 lakhs onwards on the website. So it completely depends upon your investment expectations and the amount of surplus funds that you have to invest.
And is there a tenure or a period for which they take up these loans?
Loans listed on Faircent.com have a tenure which is ranging between 6 months to 36 months. Now, you should actually choose a tenure that suits you. But let me tell you, the longer you stay invested, the more returns that you make.
What is the process? How can if I want to register as a lender, can I register on Faircent.com? Is it tough?
It is very easy. All you have to do is to go online and register at www.faircent.com and follow few basic steps and give us few documents. Once we verify these documents, we would make your listing live on the website and you will have access to your own personal dashboard, which will give you complete information on the borrowers on whom you need to invest, relevant information, as in their financial information and any other personal information that you may require to understand your investment decision. And you'll be able to even view your reports like your matrices and graphs, diagrams with related to your investment. It is a very comprehensive dashboard that we have at Faircent. So lenders can make multiple bids to different borrowers. There is no intervention from Faircent on this aspect. Once the loan is mutually agreed on, there is a loan agreement process that Faircent facilitates, and there is a disbursement process and the EMI repayment process that Faircent would facilitate for you.
So you just explained to us that there's going to be a lender dashboard where all the borrowers will be listed, and there will be information about those borrowers on the lender dashboard. Now, how does a lender choose which borrower to invest in?
See, borrowers are listed in different risk or yield categories. It can be a low or a minimal risk, or it can be medium risk, or it can be high risk or very high risk. Now, it completely is like a stock market, like there is a large cap, mid cap, or a small cap fund. Now, the suggestion is to build a diversified portfolio.
Build a diversified portfolio
by mixing different kind of yields or returns.
So Sushmita, are there any guaranteed returns?
Every borrower who comes to Faircent.com goes through a stringent underwriting criteria. However, there is always a risk of default, and so there are no guaranteed returns.
So basically it's about mitigating risk.
That's right. It's about mitigating risk.
There are no guaranteed returns, but as long as you can mitigate your risk.
They can be managed and mitigated risk.
What does Faircent do for the lender?
Now, Faircent provides an extremely curated marketplace. By curation, I mean very cutting edge technology, underwriting mechanism, which is at par world class underwriting mechanisms, where we are analyzing and evaluating borrowers with over 120 parameters. Okay. And there is also a physical verification that takes place, that is office, that is residence, and we would also facilitate the loan execution process, which means the agreement sign up, or the virtual agreements, or to even disburse the loan, or the EMI collection facility. Now, what happens is, in case any borrower is defaulting or is delaying his payments, we would even assist the lender with a soft recovery process.
And you assist in this agreement process? Is this legally binding agreement?
Absolutely. All processes, legal processes, are due diligence is taken care of completely.
So, Sushmita, any tips for our first time lenders?
Well, it's a global experience now that when done right, P2P lending gives tremendous returns. There are certain basic, tips, which you can follow. One is that you must look at a particular fund, as per your surplus funds which are there. So, I would suggest that at least start with around 50,000 and build a diversified portfolio. Okay. And also,
what do you mean by diversified portfolio?
Now, that is meaning that you diversify it across risk category and different kinds of yields like low, medium, very high risk.
So you put some money in each type of basket.
Exactly. You should not just put all your eggs in one basket. That is the thumb rule. Okay. And you should look at a horizon, like a window. It can be a 3-year horizon, and then you should compare your annualized returns with other investment options which are available in the market, and you should actually compare them with the bank deposits that you were keeping your surplus funds in.
Thank you, Sushmita. Thank you so much for your valuable inputs. This brings us to the end of our very first episode of Fair Advice Live. Log on to www.faircent.com for more information or to register as a lender. Thank you.